All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, Montgomery. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him to first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dontari Poe. A able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. They'll try the option on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Watch it now, Barney!
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Bridgewater now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On third down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Chandler Jones with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff to Richard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Mayfield on play action. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for the Bills. 56 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, this is Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Collins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On third down, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hurry up! Go Delta.
Second down, Bridgewater. Caught left side to Crabtree. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They go again with Collins. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cliff Averill. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Play fake. Mayfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
3-19.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bills on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield on third down from his end zone. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it with the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll be brought down and what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Second down, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills are in for 6. And so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The toss play to Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dontari Poe in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater steps away. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a 42-yard punt for the net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll begin the drive with Collins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
And again, it's Collins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue, line it.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Collins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 1st, they go right back to Collins. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Oh, the spin. Space to run past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Five down.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Benny Logan in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Chargers. 52 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Bridgewater on first down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Gano the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Buffalo, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.